Hello everyone, Kins here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a lot different than we usually do. We're going to be playing Minecraft. Every episode is going to be a series of 10 days. So it's kind of like 100 days of Minecraft like every other person has been doing, but I'm doing 10 days each episode. And I basically go over more of what I do on those days. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this video. If you do, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and let's get right on into the 10 days. Okay, so here we are, day one. Very first thing that I did was break some grass while my game loaded, because it's a little laggy, but that'll fix itself in like a couple seconds. Then I took a look down this cave, and I saw some coal, so I was gonna remember that for next time I come over there. After that, I decided to punch some animals. After I got a lot of food, I decided to cut down the smallest tree I could find and the nearest tree I could find. And I went ahead and turned those logs into planks, made myself a crafting table and 8 sticks. And then I made myself a wooden pickaxe. I went back to that cave earlier, and then I started mining some stone. So after I grabbed all that cobblestone, I decided to make some stone tools. So I made a pickaxe, an axe, a sword, a shovel, a hoe, and 2 furnaces. Whenever I got the tools into my hotbar, I decided to dig out all of this dirt to build a proper place for my base. After some terraforming around my base, I came back to the tree that I chopped down earlier and I grabbed 1 sapling to place near my base. After I placed the sapling, I killed a sheep and a pig. Got rid of some grass around my base so it doesn't get in the way. And then I killed another sheep because he was in the way. And I cut down some more grass. Filled in some spots with some dirt to make the area look a lot better. Then I decided to come back to the cave so I can get some iron. Right off the bat, I found 2 pieces of iron, some coal, a bit more iron, and I found my first enemy, which was a zombie, so he wasn't too bad to take care of. But then the problem came, and I saw an Enderman and another zombie. So I was going to try to kill the zombie first. Then I accidentally looked into the Enderman's eyes, so I knew I had a problem here. Enderman got me pretty low, but I managed to kill him. But I noticed there was a lot of zombies coming, so I decided to place down a torch and think about my options of what I could do. So I built a little area to cook up some food. After I was full on hunger, I decided to take on every single zombie. After I killed all the zombies, I grabbed a little bit more coal. After I grabbed all that coal, I decided to pack up all my stuff. And on my way out of the cave, I noticed some iron that I'd missed. And as I'm heading up, I noticed that it's nighttime, so I had to be very careful when I'm coming up to the surface. After I got up on the surface, I decided to head straight back to my base. Placed down some torches in the area so no mobs could spawn really near it. I killed 2 zombies. Placed down a couple more torches. Then I set up base. I got some food cooking and my iron smelting. And then I remembered that I could make a bed and skip through the night. Then I got attacked by a spider. And then I finally fell asleep. So now we are on day 2. I started off my morning grabbing my iron and my food that I've been cooking up. And then I went to go try to kill this skeleton for at least a little bit of XP, and I did. I saw these 2 skeletons sitting by this tree, so I thought to take them out. After I took out the skeletons, I decided to grab the wood from this tree. After I broke the tree down, I decided to make 2 chests to store all my stuff. Next thing I did was make a bucket, and I tried to find the nearest source of water to start a little farm. After coming home with some water, I cleared out a lot more grass. Next thing I did, I counted the spaces to find out where I wanted to place my first water bucket. And then I finished placing all the water buckets that I needed. After finding all the spots to place the water, I decided to start using the hoe on the grass so I can start planting. After using the hoe on the grass, I put all my seeds into the farm. After I was done working on the farm, I decided to work on a cow pen. After figuring out the layout of the cow pen, I decided to make some fences. After making the fences, I placed what I had in the spots. With the pen being almost done, I had to go to sleep, but there was monsters nearby and I kept hearing spider noises in the ground, so I had to go check it out. I found the spiders in a cave, but this cave also had a dungeon. There was a couple spiders to deal with, but they were not very challenging at all, and I dealt with them with ease. After I killed the last spider, I lit up the spawner and I looked inside the chest. And there was a name tag, golden apple, a bunch of rotten flesh, beetroot seeds, melon seeds, coal, and a saddle. In the other chest was iron, wheat, a disc, rotten flesh, bones, and gunpowder. I decided to take the chests as well, because they will come in handy later. And I will leave the mob spawner here, so that way I can use it as an EXP source. So instead I just lit it up. And then I went to bed. So now we are on day 3. This day started as any other. I just went around killing some mobs. After that, the tree that I planted finally grew, so I started cutting down that. And then I planted my melons that I just got from the dungeon. After placing the melons, I decided to work right back on the cow pen. I ran out of wood, so I turned some bones into bone meal, and I grew the tree. Then I placed down some more saplings to get some more tree growth around the area. Placed down a couple more seeds. And then I finished up the cow pen. Then I went out and searched for a cow. So I found one near the base. And I put him in the cow pen. So now we have one cow in the pen, but I needed one more, so I went around the area and looked for another one. I ran around the area for a while, and I went pretty far, and I could not find a single cow. But then as I came back home, I found one right next to the base again, so I went all the way out there for nothing. When I got the final cow in the pen, I decided to breed them, and we got our first baby cow. After I got the cow pen completely done and I got some cows in there, I decided to work on another pen right across from it. After outlining the new pen, I decided to go get some dirt so I can put them underneath the oak planks. After placing the dirt, I decided to clear out a little bit more grass, and then I marked the middle of the pen, and then placed some pillars, put torches on them. And then I went to bed because it just turned nighttime. As I woke up to day 4, 2 zombies came to attack me, so I killed them. Right after killing the zombies, I went straight back to working on the pen. After working on the pen a bit, I went and placed some seeds that I have gathered. I ran out of material, so I went around looking for some wood. Found some trees, so I just cut them all down. After gathering all the wood, you can probably guess what I did. Yep, you guessed it. Went right back to building the pen. I finally finished the pen, but then I was thinking about what I could put in the pen. So I went to my chest, and I grabbed myself some wheat. And I figured the best animal to put in the pen at the very moment was sheep. So I grabbed this white sheep that was right next to the base, because he was just sitting there. And then I ventured off a little bit, and I found a black sheep and 2 white sheep, so I decided to grab those 3 as well. After getting the 3 sheep into the pen, I decided to breed a black and a white sheep to make a light gray sheep. After finishing the sheep pen, I decided that I needed a lot more seeds so I can put them into the farm. I just broke a lot of grass until I got a lot of seeds. After breaking all the grass, I ended up with 25 seeds to plant. And then there was this chicken that was trying to take them from me, so I killed him. And then it was turning nighttime, so I went to sleep. On day 5, I decided I wanted to make another farm right across from the other wheat farm. So I dug out a lot of dirt. After breaking all the grass and breaking all the dirt, I had to dig holes for where all the water buckets would be at. After placing all the water, I used the hoe on the grass. After finishing the second farm, I placed more wheat seeds in the first farm. And then I fed the cows. After feeding the cows, I went straight to cutting down more trees. And then I cleared out some more area to finally start on my very first house. After building the layout of the house, I went straight to bed. On day 6, I went right back to building the house. I ran out of wood, so I placed some saplings, found an apple laying on the ground, and I ate it. And then I went to go look for more trees to break. After gathering some wood, I went straight back to building the house. After building the house to the height that I wanted it to be, I made some slabs, and I grabbed all my stuff and moved it all into the house. With the slabs, I filled in the roof. After filling in the roof, I decided to get some more trees cut down. After cutting down the trees that I needed, I put the oak logs where they needed to go. I ran out of wood, so I had to come to this small forest to start chopping down a bunch of trees. After getting back home, I decided to head right to sleep. Now here we are, day 7. Started out the day, went back to working on the house. And finally, I finished the walls. It's a very small house and a very ugly one as well, but it's home. Filled back in the roof, get it all completely done, and there it is. My house was completely finished. I put down some torches in it, and then I needed some doors. So I made some doors and I placed them down. Now that the house was finally finished, I realized that I needed a floor. So I broke up all the grass, placed some planks. And with that, the house was finally complete. So then I decided to make a shield, because I was about to go mining. I really needed to get more iron, and I was going to go down there to hope find some diamonds, but we'll see what I get. And then I headed right to the cave. When I got to the cave, I tried to look for a spot that I had not already been to, but one of the first things I did was light up the area, because I really did not like these mobs. I was attacked by 2 creepers and 1 skeleton, but I handled it. There was another creeper, but he died. Went around, placed some more torches, mined up some more iron. Fell down this hole and I thought I died, but I got really lucky. There was a creeper right there. I was scared for my freaking life. So I ate, held up my shield, and I just defended myself until I was good on health. I felt nothing but bad news by being in this cave, so I wanted out. I went right back to the hole, and I climbed a waterfall, and then I placed my own, and then I got out. After getting out, I was exploring some more, ran into a couple zombies, and then took them out. And you won't even believe it, I fell down a hole again, running away from zombies. One of the scariest times I've ever been in a Minecraft cave in years. Mined up some more iron, and I noticed how many times I've died. I wanted out, but then a skeleton came to attack me, and there were 2 of them. It was a really close fight, but I managed to kill them all. I mean, I survived on 1 freaking heart. You can tell that I was terrified. I ate right away, and then I got out of there. It was a little bit of coal, so I decided to grab that on my way out. When I got out of the cave, it was nighttime, so I had to go to bed right away. Now we are on day 8. So the first thing I did on day 8 was go and chop down this tree. After I chopped down the tree, I decided to harvest some wheat. A spider broke some of my wheat, so I stared him into the soul, pushed him out of my garden, and slaughtered him. And then I harvested. After harvesting the wheat, I went to feed my animals. After feeding the animals and gathering all the XP, I wanted to build a mine. So I found a spot back where my old stuff used to be at, where my furnace and my crafting table used to sit, and I started making a staircase going down. In mind, while making the staircase down, I wanted to have a hallway leading all the way to the EXP farm, which is the mob spawner. So I had to mark the coordinates of where it was at and travel through the strip mine all the way to the spot. After reaching the mob spawner, I was coming back through my tunnel and I found a bunch of coal, so I decided to mine it all. After mining up all the coal, I went straight back to mining out the stairs for my mine. The only ore that I found while mining straight down was coal, and that's okay because we do need a lot of that for later on. But before I knew it, it was already becoming nighttime, so I had to go straight back up, and I went to sleep. And here we are, on day 9. I started off the morning pretty simple. I grabbed myself some iron, then I fed the animals, and then I harvested some wheat. After that, I decided my farm needed a wall, because that spider last time, I did not like the fact that he was in there, so I put down some cobblestone walls. Smelted up some stone to make an archway out of it. make it look a little bit decently nice. Did the same thing to the other side. Placed down a bunch of torches. After placing down a couple torches on the farm, I decided that why not just surround the whole entire area with cobblestone walls? And that's exactly what I did. After placing down all the walls, I lit up the area to the best of my ability. After placing all the torches and lighting up the area, I went right to bed. Here we are, finally on day 10. The first thing that I did, I lit up my house. After I lit up my house, I fed my cows and my sheep. After feeding the animals, I wanted to make a cool archway for my mine. So I got out my stone and just started building. Same thing that I did with the farm, but a little different. After I made the mine look a little better, I decided to go harvest some more wheat. After harvesting all the wheat, I finally had enough seeds to finish off my first farm. So I headed to the second one and placed more seeds. After placing all my seeds, I went down into the mine and I grabbed a lot more coal. After mining a little bit, I went out to the outskirts of my base, built up high, and kind of just looked over it, admiring what I built in 10 days of Minecraft. And yeah, that's all I did. After that, I went to bed.